Well, hello, and welcome to Manifest I Am. This is your host, D.M. Foster, better known as simply Sista Joy. And I want to say welcome to our show this evening. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, I want to talk with you about self-discipline, an area that we need to work on if we are to call forth our higher self. There's many topics that we're going to cover, but I have to take just a little bit at a time. So tonight, I want to talk about the importance of purifying your body temple. My beloved friends, our body is the temple of the Most High God. It is the place in which our divine presence, the beloved mighty I Am presence, resides, right there in our hearts. And in order for us to allow the energy and the vibrations to flow through us much more easily or quicker, we have to purify our thoughts, our words, our feeling nature. And so tonight, I want to talk a little bit about something we can do that will help us to gain control of our feeling nature, which is right there in the pit of our stomach around the solar plexus. You know, people say when things happen to them that it comes into their thinking, but not first. First, it comes into your feeling nature. Before you react to something, you will feel it first, and then you'll think it and speak it. So our feeling nature is one of the most powerful areas of our spirit, and we have to cleanse it and purify it in order to bring forth our divine presence, our higher self, our higher thoughts and feelings and emotions. Well, how can we do that? I'm going to give you a tip tonight on something you can do that will help you to gain control of your feeling nature. My beloved listener, have you ever thought about this statement? You are what you eat. I'm sure you've heard it many times, just like I have, and maybe you haven't paid as much attention to it as you need to. I know I didn't for a long time, but about 2 or maybe 3 months ago, I decided to discipline myself to stop eating meat. It wasn't hard to do because I used a decree that the Ascended Masters gave to me. The Ascended Masters have taught that this is something each one of us has to choose to do for himself, of course, but this is a discipline that we must learn to do if we are to purify our body temple so that our divine presence, the energy, the light, the love can flow forth through us, to us, much quicker. Well, I wanted to stop eating meat, but I wanted to do it, first of all, to grow closer to my own divine presence of God in me, and secondly, to become more harmonious and peaceful in my life. I wanted to gain control of my feeling nature. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not there yet. I'm still working on it. but I'm getting closer and closer. The law of life teaches us that the body, of course, is the temple of the Most High God. In us dwells the divine presence, I am. And we must do our best to purify our temple, that it might be a fit place in which the radiance may flow through more clearly, and we may be a channel for others to receive great blessings from it. Of course, as I said before, there are many things that we can do to purify ourselves, and I'm going to be talking about this in different episodes. But letting go of flesh eating is one of those disciplines. The eternal laws of life, or the cosmic laws, the I am teachings, teach us that the moment an animal is about to be killed, its flesh is qualified with fear. It knows it's going to die. And when we take this flesh into our bodies, we also take on the fear as well, in addition to the other animalistic qualities that the animal possessed. It weighs us down not only physically in terms of our health, but spiritually as well, especially if you eat a lot of red meat. It is a known fact that people who eat a lot of red meat are known to be very volatile and violent, have a hot temper, fly off the hinges quite readily, and can be very vicious and animalistic in their qualities. When we are inharmonious, angry, and fearful, we cannot tune into our higher self. We cannot reach our divine presence, because there's only one way to God, and that is through love, which is peace, joy, beauty, harmony, happiness, and all those other good things that bring light into your life. When we are able to dwell in harmony and dwell in those kinds of heavenly vibrations, then we're in the presence of God, I am. When we're in these kinds of vibrations, then we can call forth what we will, and it will be manifested. Sometimes instantly. When we are not, we don't. When you're able to stop eating meat and become a vegetarian, a change will take place in your mental, spiritual, and physical world. Mentally and spiritually, you will become more calm and at peace. Your old fears that have been binding you up and keeping your light from flowing forth will start to drop away, and you will find your spiritual communion with all life growing stronger and stronger, especially your communion with your higher self, because one of the barriers has been removed. Physically, when you are able to stop eating meat and eating flesh, you will start feeling lighter and become more healthy as well. I know I do. I'm so glad to have become a vegetarian, and I do feel a lot more healthy too. But how do you do it without going through a lot of pain and a lot of longing to eat it? Because nothing like fried chicken and some of those other meats that I once loved so well. So I know how you feel when you're a meat eater. You really like it, and it's not easy to give up. But there is a decree that I have used that has helped me just to let it go, to let the desire has just gone away. And I know this decree has helped me not only to stop eating meat, but it has helped me in every other area of my life. And so I want to pass it on to you. Well, some of you may be asking, what is a decree? A decree is the most powerful form of prayer that we can use in human embodiment. You know, in Scripture it says, "Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee." A decree is not a beseeching, "Oh Lord, help me." It is not a, "Oh Lord, I'm just an old wretch, gonna die and go to hell, I need your help." No, it's not that kind of prayer. A decree is the highest form of prayer because it is a calling forth of that which is already done. It is using the divine presence and power of God, I am in you, to call forth what it is you want in your life. And this decree was one of the most powerful decrees used by beloved Jesus during great trials and temptations. And if you will use this decree and visualize yourself being free of meats, see yourself eating lots of fruits and vegetables, and believe that it's already done when you use the decree, it will manifest for you. And the decree is, "I am the resurrection and the life." I am the resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. And you must use it over and over and over again until you begin to feel that desire for meats dropping away from you. And believe me, if you use this decree and you do not doubt in your heart, then I can assure you, you will see the results. The light of God never fails, and it will not fail you now. God bless you, my beloved listeners, and thanks for tuning in tonight. If you found this episode to be of value to you, please don't forget to subscribe on Apple, and leave us a rating and a message too if you'd like. And until next week, God bless you. I love you. I bless you. I have faith in you. I realize God in you. And I pray that you will manifest I